Another amazing fact here in Animals Factoid, did you know? The giraffe is one of the most iconic and recognizable animals on the planet, standing as the tallest land animal in the world. But beyond its height and long neck, there's so much more to this majestic creature that often goes unnoticed. Let's dive deep into the world of giraffes and uncover some of the lesser-known and extraordinary facts about them. First of all, it's impossible to talk about giraffes without mentioning their incredible height. Adult giraffes can grow to be between 14 to 19 feet tall, with the males typically being taller than the females. But here's the real kicker, about half of that height comes from their necks alone, which can stretch to over 6 feet long. This elongated neck has long puzzled scientists. The leading theory is that giraffes evolved their necks to reach high foliage in trees, specifically their favorite meal, acacia leaves. But this high-browsing hypothesis is only part of the story. Interestingly, there's another theory called necking, which suggests that their necks evolved as a weapon in battles between males. When two male giraffes fight for dominance or mating rights, they engage in a form of combat where they swing their necks like hammers, using their heads to land powerful blows on each other. These battles can be intense, sometimes lasting for over 30 minutes. So, while giraffes are peaceful herbivores most of the time, when it comes to fighting, they can pack quite a punch, literally. Speaking of their diet, giraffes are herbivores, meaning they only eat plant matter, and as mentioned, they have a particular fondness for acacia leaves. These leaves grow at the tops of trees, and giraffes are perfectly adapted to reach them. Their prehensile tongues, which can grow up to an impressive 18 inches long, allow them to grab leaves with precision. Their tongues are also a dark blue or purple color, which is thought to protect them from sunburn as they spend hours reaching for leaves in the hot African sun. Imagine needing to use your tongue as both a tool and a sunscreen. But what's truly fascinating about the giraffes' eating habits is that they can consume up to 75 pounds of foliage a day. That's a lot of leaves. Acacia trees, their favorite food source, are covered in thorns, yet giraffes have evolved thick, tough lips and a specialized mouth to help them munch on these thorny treats without injury. They also have a highly efficient digestive system, which allows them to extract as many nutrients as possible from the often tough and fibrous plants they consume. Giraffes are also unique in the animal kingdom for their unusual cardiovascular system. Given their towering height, you might wonder how their heart manages to pump blood all the way up to their brain. The giraffe's heart is a true marvel of nature. It can weigh as much as 25 pounds and generate double the blood pressure of most large mammals to ensure blood reaches the brain. If humans had that kind of blood pressure, we'd be in serious trouble, but giraffes are perfectly adapted to handle it. Their circulatory system includes specialized valves and an elastic network of vessels to regulate blood flow, especially when they lower their heads to drink water. Without these adaptations, a giraffe could easily pass out every time it bends down. Now, let's talk about giraffe behavior. Giraffes are generally social animals and live in loose, open herds. These herds usually consist of females and their young, while males tend to form smaller bachelor groups or roam independently. What's interesting is that giraffes don't have a rigid social structure like many other animals. There's no real leader or strict hierarchy in a giraffe herd, which makes their group dynamics quite fluid. However, they do communicate with each other in subtle ways. While giraffes are mostly quiet animals, they do produce sounds like snorts, moos, and grunts, but these are typically very low-frequency sounds, some of which are even below the range of human hearing. Now, here's something that might surprise you: giraffes can run pretty fast. Despite their seemingly slow and graceful movements, giraffes can sprint up to 35 miles per hour over short distances and can maintain speeds of around 10 miles per hour over longer distances. They move in a unique way, known as pacing, where both legs on one side of their body move forward at the same time, followed by the legs on the opposite side. This gives them that smooth, swaying gait they're so famous for. But despite their size and speed, giraffes aren't free from danger. They're prey for some of Africa's most formidable predators, including lions, hyenas, and leopards. Adult giraffes are usually safe from most predators due to their size and their powerful kicks, which can kill a lion with one well-placed strike. However, calves are far more vulnerable, and sadly, many don't survive their first year. Giraffe mothers are extremely protective, though, and will fiercely defend their young, even standing over them to guard against potential threats. Let's not forget the giraffe's skin and coat. Each giraffe has a unique pattern of spots, much like human fingerprints. No two giraffes are exactly alike. Their spots are not just for camouflage, though that certainly helps in the wild. Beneath each spot, there's a complex system of blood vessels that help regulate body temperature, allowing giraffes to stay cool in the intense African heat. The spots act as thermal windows, releasing body heat as needed. So, while they might look like nature's artwork, giraffe spots serve a critical biological function. One of the most heartwarming facts about giraffes is their care for their young. Giraffes give birth standing up, which means the first experience a newborn calf has is quite literally a 6-foot drop to the ground. But within just a few hours, the calf can stand and even run alongside its mother. These calves grow rapidly, gaining as much as an inch every day for the first week of life. The bond between mother and calf is strong, and while they eventually become independent, young giraffes often stay close to their mothers for several months or even years. Sadly, giraffes face increasing threats in the wild. Over the past few decades, giraffe populations have declined by nearly 40%, mainly due to habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict. Conservationists refer to this as a silent extinction because it's happening largely under the radar compared to more high-profile animals like elephants and rhinos. But giraffes are a crucial part of their ecosystem, helping to shape the landscape by spreading seeds and keeping trees from becoming overgrown. Efforts are being made to protect giraffes through conservation programs and habitat restoration projects. Organizations around the world are working to ensure that these towering giants continue to roam the African savannas for generations to come. In conclusion, giraffes are far more than just tall animals with long necks. They are complex, fascinating creatures with unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. From their specialized cardiovascular system to their powerful kicks and intricate social lives, giraffes are a testament to the wonders of evolution. They may be quiet and graceful, but their impact on the animal kingdom and our world is anything but small. Please subscribe to our channel. God bless you all.